Hello and welcome back to the Technically Speaking podcast. I am joined by Shay.
Hello, everybody.
I forgot your name there for a second.
Thank you. Usually you say the dulcet tones.
Yeah.
I know.
We've been acting up recently, so we've had to strip that from you. You're trying to steal the podcast.
It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I've been degraded.
Your tones have become less dulcet. I don't even know what dulcet means.
No, me neither. I've heard people say it.
Exactly.
Sounds like a kind of sweet that old people eat. Dulcets.
Dulcet? Yeah, to be fair, it does.
See
I can see a dulcet, like sitting in my grand's car. Do you want a dulcet?
Would you like a dulcet, darling?
You have to suck on it for 24 hours before it actually breaks out.
That's really the first layer.
Yes. So today, what are we talking about? We're talking about travel tech / gadgets.
Yes.
Not and.
Yes.
We didn't like how and looked, so it's slash.
Yep, slash.
Forward
slash to be exact.
Forward. Oh, sorry. You've earned dulcet tones back.
Yes.
And then also kind of like go through the equipment we're using to start the podcast. How the equipment we're using to start the podcast, what we're going to do in the future.
Yeah, how we're going to upgrade things, make sound quality better. We might even do face cams a bit in the future, so you actually see our beautiful faces. Well, we have one beautiful face.
Yes, we're just one person.
Yes.
It's actually just a split personality doing the whole thing.
Precisely, yeah. That's all it is. This entire time, you've been fooled.
And a couple of tips and tricks to get audio quality just a little bit better, all the wee minor things.
Yeah.
Just, if you're wanting to have great audio for your friends on Discord.
Yeah, damn right.
And it's capped anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But just in case, you never know.
Yeah. So number one thing we want to talk about today is travel tech and gadgets. So this is something you're probably like, you travel quite often.
I do, yeah. I travel 2 or 3 times a year with work. So
on top of anything you might want to do your own.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I do travel a good bit.
I don't travel. I actually hate just leaving anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't mind traveling, to be honest, but I'm really into having everything go smoothly.
Yeah.
So like, what would you say is your like number one like gadget you bring when you travel?
Alcohol.
Fixes all life's problems. How do you get it on the plane?
Oh, it's Belfast Airport. They don't check. But no, my number one gadget probably be YouTube Premium. So it would.
That's different.
I know it's not anything physical, but
no. We respect software. We respect software.
Yeah, damn right. Because whenever you've got flight mode on, you obviously can't turn on your Wi-Fi or your data.
Yeah.
So you can't watch YouTube videos. You could listen to a podcast or something, I suppose, but I like watching videos. It passes the time quicker for me. So whenever I'm on a plane flight for an hour to London, I'm sat there bored out of my mind. I'm like, what do I do? Then I remember that YouTube Premium, I can just download videos. So I just download it's way overkill. I have 100 videos downloaded on my phone.
Well, just in case.
Just in case, you never know, 100 different YouTubers. But that's my go-to. I'm like, what I want to watch, I probably want to watch that on the plane. Download it the day before.
Yeah.
And then whenever I'm on the plane, I'm like, oh, nice. Watch the video, full 1080p, full video. It's fantastic. It's brilliant.
Do you watch that on your phone?
Yeah, on my phone, yeah. I do have a laptop. Problem is, you can't have it out until your level flying speed.
Yeah.
They don't let you actually bring it out because you obviously can't pull the tray down in front of you and all as well until the seatbelt signs off, basically. So there's not much of a point in having it out on the plane unless you're doing work, I suppose, and you're on a longer an international flight.
Yeah,
sure, makes sense. But for an hour flight, there's no point.
Yeah,
it's better just to put the phone up, just keep it there. Job done.
Do you see, this is the difference in you and me. I'm a terrible, not flyer. I'm okay flying, but do you see, getting high up really makes me feel sick.
Yeah, you get air sickness.
Not even air sickness, because when I went to the top of the Empire State Building, I still felt woozy and sick and stuff. It's just being up high, even though I'm not looking over the edge. It's not like a fear of height. I don't know how you describe it. I've always described it as altitude sickness.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. It's a strange thing, but watching a YouTube video, I would need a bag to set.
Oh, really?
So, that isn't an issue for me.
Yeah.
I pop the AirPods in, the Pros as well, so I've got the noise cancel in, and I shut the world out, and I listen to audiobooks. Because, as you know, I don't really listen to music because I'm a strange human.
Yeah.
Just audio.
Wouldn't even call you a human.
You wouldn't call me human?
No.
What would you call me?
Some sort of weird alien thing.
Weird alien thing.
Yes.
I'll take that.
Yeah. It's a compliment, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been described as worse.
The gold
By yourself.
Yeah, by me.
But yeah, so I would just have normally Audible.
Yeah. Good wee audiobook keeps your mind at ease, and you can just sit there.
The world.
Yeah, close your eyes, off you go.
I love it whenever like me and my partner flew together the first time, and I don't think she realised how bad I was. Like, you can't talk to me. I just sit in silence. Like, I just sit and I close my eyes and I hold either side, and I'm like,
and breathe through the nose and out through the mouth.
Although, and like, saying that, like the flight back from New York, I had the movies on in the back of the thing of €2.
You're alright.
I think it's the bigger airplanes I'm okay on.
Right. Okay.
But it's the smaller ones. Like, we were on what, if you're from here, you would call like a wee Derry City Special.
Yeah.
Like a wee tiny airplane. And
that was bad.
I couldn't. It was bad. But no. Do you travel when you travel, like obviously I said about the noise cancelling on my AirPods, I love them because they're these small things. You just pop them in your ear. Noise cancellation is amazing.
Yeah.
If you're an audiophile, they might not be as good of audio as you would prefer, but it's still good. Like, I don't notice a difference.
Yeah.
What do you travel with earphones when you go ahead?
Before I got the new Samsung Galaxy Bud 2s, I had a set of wireless headphones, not earphones.
Yeah.
So big things that go over your head, and they're annoying. You wouldn't even know you were on the plane with the noise cancellation.
Maybe that's what I need.
Yeah, might need one of them. You couldn't tell. Even like the popping of your ears and stuff barely happened with them. It was really weird. Like, they just stopped that. It just didn't. I got off the plane and was like put my finger in the mirror and went, oh, it's clear. What the but I brought those with me before, but now that I've got the Galaxy Buds 2, they're so much more compact.
Yeah.
I don't have to pull them out of my bag, they're in my pocket. I just reach in, grab them, pull them out, in you go. And that's it, set.
Although, that being said, like, there is something to say about like an overhead earphones, because like my headset for like working or playing games at my computer, I could wear that for hours and it'd be no bother.
Yeah.
But you see, after, like, I don't know if maybe I have just really sensitive, fragile ears, but like if I'm studying, I put my AirPods in. Obviously, I have the memory foam tips, so it's a bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I'm sitting doing like coursework for hours on end, like my ears do get sore with them like stuck in my ears. So like on a long haul flight, would you still take your overhead earphones? I
do agree with you. Where in-ear earphones are more sore than overhead headphones are, in my personal experience. Because, as you said, I game for sometimes 10 hours a day, and I pull them off and it's fine.
It's the life of someone who doesn't have assignments.
Yep. Damn right. I get Sundays off. But yeah, if I did that with 10 hours with the Samsung Galaxy Bud 2, I'd die.
You'd weep.
Yeah, I would be there, pulling them out, just, But yeah, I think if you are doing long haul flights, I would recommend getting overhead earphones.
Yeah.
Also the battery life as well. I know battery life on AirPods is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid, to be fair.
Yeah, and the Samsung Galaxy Buds are okay. You can get about 4 hours out of them. But if you're going to like America or something even like far, other side of America, you're probably flying for longer than that.
Yeah.
So having that extra battery life might be nice as well. And it's also the noise cancelling on them is just insane.
What headphones is it you use?
Oh, let me check. So yeah, the headphones I used are the One Audio ODIO A30s. Pretty good. I think you can get them on Amazon for about 50 quid, 55 quid there?
Yeah.
Which is actually dearer than I bought them for originally last year. I bought them for, I think, 35 quid. I bought them for, so they are a cheap pair of headphones. Yeah. So they are. And you give them a little test there.
Yeah.
So the noise reduction is pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Excellent. Very comfy.
The amount of padding on them is just like, your ears are never going to get sore from that.
Yeah, they're like big beanbags on your ears.
Yeah.
But no, I'm sure we could probably put a link to something down in the description. You were saying that the newer ones are even cheaper, so maybe
the newer A70s are about 40 quid at the moment.
Yeah, so we'll link both.
Even better. 80 hours playtime from them as well, which is insane.
I'll travel you around the world.
Damn right. You get a flight from everywhere.
And then I think one of the most important things when you travel is your bag, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the thing that gets you there. Now, I'm going to blow your mind.
Apart from the plane and the pilot.
No.
And the
Are you saying the pilot is a thing?
Yes.
How dare you?
I'm not assuming. It could be anything he wants. You know, I said he.
A pilot?
As long as he's a pilot, I don't care what he is.
So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I'm going to blow your mind. There is luggage in development, so like a proper like wheeled suitcase.
Right.
That you tap a button and it has a camera on it that recognizes you and follows you, so you don't have to pull it.
See, that's cool and all, but I've watched a Top Gear episode where Jeremy Clarkson has a suitcase that has a steering wheel and a motor in it.
Yeah.
And I want one of those instead of what you're talking about.
That's also a thing.
Yes, it is, and I want one very badly.
Do you have one of the 4-wheel jobs, or are you a 2-wheeler, or
what, for the driving thing?
No,
or for my actual luggage.
When you go on flights.
Well, unfortunately, because I only really travel for work, I don't get a choice. It's a 2-wheeler. So it is. Yeah, it's not ideal. And it also decides one of the wheels is a bit sticky, so sometimes it decides to do a backflip. Oh. Whenever you're just walking, it will just one of the wheels will just stop and it will send it flying.
So did work give you that?
Yes.
Oh,
it's Justin.
Oh, no wonder it's sticky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I do have my own backpack that I bring with me.
Yeah, very cool backpack to be fair.
Actually, you haven't brought your backpack, the one you bought me. It's not as well. It's too precious for me. I couldn't bring it. Couldn't bring it that far. Might become damaged. I bring my crappy fire trap one.
To be fair, I am really in to like one bag travel. Even though I might not travel a lot, I'm in like a mid-distance relationship, so I need, like a bag to take there.
Yeah.
Peak Design's 20-litre bag.
Yeah.
Surreal, honestly. Like I have, like when I went to Edinburgh, that was 4 nights. Well, it was meant to be 3, but it ended up being 4, or was it 4 days and 3 nights?
One of the two.
One of the two. That I just had that Peak Designs badge. It was expandable storage.
Yeah.
Had a place for my iPad so that we could watch movies. Had a place to hold both passports. And it has a lot of wee gadgets. There's straps on the outside, so say like you go a wee bit overboard in gift shopping, as you tend to do, especially for me. Wait, no, you've never bought me anything.
No.
At all.
Apart from my love and support.
You didn't buy that.
Oh, I did.
You can strap stuff on the outside because it comes with lashes, I think is the best way. Basically, hidden in the bag, magnetically sealed. The bag's also massive on magnets. Okay. Loads of grips, and it's designed to be a photography bag.
Yeah.
But I don't use it for photography. I also use it as my bag that when I go into uni. Very versatile bag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Although if I'm going for a longer haul, I have an Instinct bag. See, next time you travel for work, you need a bag.
Yeah.
Borrow my Instinct bag, right?
Right.
I could live out of that bag. And then whenever I ordered it, because I ordered it at Christmas, I got a packing cube for free, so I also use that.
Oh.
You don't use packing cubes, do you?
I don't know what that is.
So a packing cube, mine's is a condensing one. That's part of the reason for my success.
Okay.
Essentially, what it does is you put all your clothes into it. Now, a regular packing cube just organizes it and keeps it like in a cube fashion, so it is sometimes easier to get in the bag, whatever. But mine has a zip on the outside that condenses it, so it makes it smaller, so I can fit more in. So, like, I traveled with like 4 pairs of socks, 4 pairs of underwear, jeans, a shirt, 3 t-shirts, and a hoodie. I fit that all inside of the wee cube.
Yeah.
And it would be not even much bigger than like an 11-inch iPad Pro.
Fair. Yeah. Very nice.
Not much bigger.
Okay.
It's a bit thicker, like, but
yeah, of course. But yeah, that's awesome. That's very nice. Yeah.
yeah, they're
that's
very
useful.
handy. So I think a bag is important.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Where, in my opinion, the less bags the better.
Yeah.
The less bags you have to bring, the less you have to worry.
I never want to ever have to check a bag. That's my goal.
I had 2 last year going to Birmingham. I had backpack as well as a cabin bag and a check-in bag, and that wasn't fun. Not in the slightest.
No.
It was awful.
Plus, the nice thing about my Freak Design bag, it has a luggage strap on the back, so I just strapped it onto my partner's suitcase, and I had both.
There you go. Fair enough.
Because obviously she had a lot more stuff than me.
Of course, yeah. She had an entire entourage behind her, carrying her clothes, yeah.
To be fair, she wasn't too bad.
No.
But I was surprised at the amount of stuff she fitted in her suitcase, to be fair to her. And she had, like, no vacuum cubes, but she had, like, 2 outfits for every day, pretty much.
2 outfits for every day?
Well, because we went out for dinner and she had 2 different out-to-dinner outfits.
Right, okay.
And then an outfit for, like, the day-to-day.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Then what is another? And then important for travel is those wee SOS items. So, like, my number 1 category, because I actually have it here in my top pocket. I have posted it on my Instagram before. You would actually probably quite like one of these. It's a wee, just, how would you describe it? Like, tech SOS kit, I would say.
Sure.
There's a wee stand for your phone, so you can put that up in the plane to watch your videos.
Uh-huh. We will put pictures up.
It's on my Instagram, so if you check it out, I don't even know what you would call it.
Don't watch this podcast. Go look at his Instagram. Come on, what are you doing?
You have your cable for every adapter. You have your SIM ejector tool. You have places for spare SIM cards. Everything.
Whenever you said SOS items, I was thinking flare gun.
They provide that on the plane.
That's what I thought. SOS, like, save ourselves. I was like, oh, it's actually life-threatening situation, but no. I just thought, oh, my phone's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
That is life-threatening too.
That is a fair point. Battery bank. Do you have a battery bank for the all-day
just back here.
Conventions? And you do nothing and sit on your phone all day?
Yep.
Because you're very... Oh, that's a hefty boy.
It's a brick. It is a brick.
To be fair, it's not too far dissimilar to my power bank. I have an Anker 20,000 milliamp hour battery bank. I basically bought mine because I just wanted to be able to charge my iPad at uni. By the way, next week will be student tech and student software that we can use, hopefully, if we remember.
Stay tuned for that. That'll be interesting.
Stay tuned for that.
I originally bought that because me, Adam and Sean used to go out drinking and our phones would run out of battery. So I charged it up the day before and take it out so we'd have definitely enough battery.
How many milliamp hours is this?
I don't know. I think it might be 20,000.
It is 20,000, but it's a lot heftier than mine.
It is a brick. It's cheap off Amazon, that's why.
Ah.
It's made by Belkin.
Belkin, I've never heard of them.
No. This is the first time I've heard of them as well.
Not even when I bought it.
No. I saw his power bank and went, yep, good enough. USB-C output sounds good to me.
Did you know how USB-C was back then?
Nope, didn't even have a USB-C phone.
No.
Had micro USB.
Not to mention, because you even had a USB-A to USB-C charger.
I did. Yeah, I did.
It was only like May or June or something.
Yeah.
Not even. Sorry, it was only. This is May.
This is May. It was only, ahead of ourselves.
It was only in like December. You got a USB-C.
Whenever I got the charger off you. Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, December or so. Yeah. It was just before the start of the new year, I think.
Yeah. Life's been changed ever since. The faster charging.
Fast charging is amazing. It's absolutely fantastic.
Once you go, you can't go back.
Oh no, you can't. Absolutely not. Fast charging is so good.
This is one of the reasons why I don't think I could ever use like a Superbook phone, like a OnePlus or a Oppo, because them things charge 0 to 100 in like 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Like once you get used to that,
yeah. It doesn't matter what phone you go to next. It'll be worse. oh, I've got to charge my phone. It'll take half an hour. What do you mean? It's going to take 2 hours. Every other phone manufacturer go, look at our fast charging, and Oppo are like, no.
Oppo,
please stand back.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that they offer faster wireless charging in some of the phones than most companies do.
Yeah, we talked about that, or we briefly mentioned it in one of the first podcasts. We talked about Oppo and Google and stuff.
Yeah.
We were saying how their wireless charging was faster than some wired charging, and how is that even possible? I think we need to buy one, test it out.
Don't tempt me. If I was to buy funny enough, the new OnePlus phone actually doesn't have wireless charging.
What? Isn't that like one of their selling points? No,
that wouldn't be one of their selling points. Their selling point is it's a flagship killer. Yeah. So it's got all the flagship devices for not
a flagship price.
Yeah. But it has a long battery life and really fast wired charging, but not wireless.
Yeah.
I think you can do, as I was saying this, I think you can do 2, but not. You don't have to do all 3, but as long as you give 2, you can't just do 1.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But you can't do all very poorly.
We also talked about how we looked at my Google Pixel, and it was like on lock screen it can last for 24 hours battery life or something, or like 48 hours, and it was decent. And then Oppo's was like 100 or 200 hours, or something. We looked at, and we were like, what?
To be fair,
how did you manage this?
That is their numbers.
Yeah, that is. Are they the Volkswagen of phones?
I'm not saying anything.
Not going to accuse anyone of anything, but
because I haven't tested it myself, so it could be true. But you have to just remember where the source is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even that number is Google give that. So that.
Right, if Google are saying it, what's the
reputable brand.
Yeah.
That wasn't even English.
My favourite. Any other travel gadgets you'd like to have a little chat about?
Oh, after the detour.
Yeah. As we always do.
Yeah, you need a wee detour.
Have we ever finished a segment without a detour? I'm doing it again.
No.
But we're doing it already.
No, we're not.
This is a detour about a detour.
What are we detouring for?
Have we ever finished a segment without a detour?
Probably some sort of news segment.
Yeah, just to get over with.
Or, well, my smart home segment from the unreleased one, but it literally just was me talking about smart homes for half an hour. It wasn't really a detour, it was a complete I don't even
just me nodding. Just me nodding in the background. Yep. I hear you. I understand.
Preach.
Preach, Queen. Preach.
But no, in terms of like travel tech and stuff, some of the stuff like I was looking at is better sort of, because you never know how many plugs you're going to get in a hotel or where they're going to be. Like, for example, the only plug in our hotel was across the room. So, like,
it's always nowhere near your bed.
Exactly.
For some reason, it's always nowhere. Whenever I was in a room, I'm detouring. Go ahead. Never mind. I'll save that for a story for another day. You go ahead. I'm going to not detour this time. We can finish this segment.
Well, I don't charge my phone overnight. Yeah. Right. So that's not major for me.
That's a habit for me. I need to stop it.
It was a habit, and I broke it whenever I got my latest phone.
Yeah.
But in case I do, because like if it's on like a really low percentage, I might stick it in, or if I need to charge it.
If you know you're going to need it in the morning or something, and it is low, it makes sense. Just charge it overnight.
Or even and I switch my phone often enough where the battery degradation isn't really an issue for me. But even if it has to do an update and has to be connected to power.
Yeah, that's annoying.
You have to get that on the go. But something I was thinking of getting is like a wireless charger, so it slowly charges it instead of.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so actually giving it a slow charge on purpose.
Yeah.
Rather than giving it a normal charge.
It might not be good because wireless isn't as good for the battery as wired charging because it heats the phone up more.
Yeah,
but I did find a really small compact that would allow me, because I have my AirPods Pro allow for wireless charging.
Yeah.
So it would allow me to charge my AirPods Pro, my Apple Watch, which I always feel like I glance over whenever I talk about my EDC. I always forget about my Apple Watch because it's just always on my wrist. And my phone in like one little compact compartment.
Okay, yeah, interesting.
So it essentially is like it wraps out, folds out, and it's very flat, so I could fit it in the wings of the Peak Design bag.
Oh, okay.
Do you know, like you know where I'm talking about in my bag?
I'm talking about, yeah.
I could just slip it in there, and then I have a really long USB-C cable, as I've talked about before.
Yeah.
And it's a USB-C input, so I'd literally just plug it into wherever, and then I could charge everything I would need on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Straight away.
If, like you said, if you're away on holiday and you didn't have time to do it during the day because you're away, stick it on the wireless charging overnight, and it should still be pretty decent. Okay, yeah. That's really
so that's something I'm debating buying, just because it's so compact.
Yeah.
Like, it would, and then also it means that I only really have to carry a USB-C cable unless I want a lightning fast charging cable, which I'll probably carry anyway because it's me.
Yeah.
I have so many.
21 cables just on you in your car.
Is it 21? I feel like it's more.
It's probably more, yeah. We did do the math on another episode.
Should I do the math when we get back?
We can do that.
Hold on. Let's make sure I don't miss any, right? So I'm going to call them out as I do them, okay?
Okay.
So we have 2 in my tick pouch.
Okay.
Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2. And then we have 3 in the actual bag.
Okay.
And then we have another in the bag, but it's like a multi-cable if someone needs to, like a spare cable.
Okay, yeah, so we'll count that as one.
We'll count that as one. Well, to be fair, the 2 in the tick pouches were multi-cables. But, and then we have, in the car, I think there's an extra one in the car now.
Oh, for God's sake.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the car now, ever since I got the new car. And then there's 1 in my pocket. There's 2 in my pocket right now.
Okay,
We're at 12. And then I think that might be it.
I swear there was more than that last time we counted. We did a very rudimentary count last time.
Yeah.
It's a scientific count, this one.
I think there's only 12.
How many cables does a normal person have, like me?
1. You're an Android user, you only need a USB-C.
Yeah.
I carry...
Android superiority, let's go!
I carry... There's 4 multi-cables.
Yeah.
Wait, no. 5 multi-cables.
Right.
2 USB-C to USB-C and 1 USB-C to Lightning.
Right, okay.
No, sorry, 2 USB-C to Lightning if we're counting the one in my car as well.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I carry.
So,
and then...
12?
12.
That's actually not bad. Yeah.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's still not.
It's still a lot more than that. Like, I have 2 in my pocket right now.
Which you don't need. Just in case.
And, like, I'll show you the 2 in my pocket. One is the SOS kit that I was showing before with how to charge any phone. Like, you can charge anything from anything with that. And then the other one is another multi-cable.
Oh, yeah, your little...
My little retractable ones, which actually haven't featured in the Instagram, but I think they should because people really associate them with me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Retractable cables. Just today in work, they were like, couldn't find the cable, and I was like, haha!
Let me just pull this out right here. What do you need?
Like, you always has the right tool for the job. Like,
you're a cable dealer. You're walking around, you pull the coat up. What would you like? Choose any. 20 quid a pop.
Like, seriously, that's a problem. Like, I do need them all, though.
Yeah, sure.
I do.
Yeah, Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that.
To be fair, I could not carry USB-C cables and just, like, whenever you get into my car, just say, no, sorry, you can't charge your... Get a proper phone.
That's alright, I'll have a USB-C cable with me anyway.
Look at the weirdo carrying a cable around with.
I know. What weirdo would do that? God.
You and your battery bank.
It's bludgeon someone with this.
It's a self-defense item. No, I think that is the thing about travel, though. You always need cables because they always go missing. You need spares.
Because they are so easy to lose as well.
Yeah. Unless you're me.
Yeah, and you keep track. You probably have an air tag on every single one of them.
I should. I feel like I
just look at your house whenever you're home and it's just air tag everywhere.
I wonder where Ethan is. It's a cluster.
He's there. I think I found him. He's in Brazil.
But if you ever need a charger, just ask me.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Apart from me now.
No.
I'm not allowed charging anything.
You're not allowed charging. No. You've ruined it.
I guess I'll need to get an Oppo then. Just never run out of battery.
Did I count the wireless charger in my car?
No, you didn't. So that's 13.
Yeah.
Unlucky number 13.
Oh no, I need to get another one now.
Well,
but what one should I get? Maybe a new Apple USB-C charger.
Get like the most random cable you can find.
To be fair, do you know what I have started to do?
What?
I've started to carry an Ethernet cable in my bag.
Why?
Because the university's Wi-Fi is really bad.
Well, that at least makes sense. That it's still a bit mad, but it kind of makes sense. Okay,
And
I see.
Speaking of which, when I travel, I carry a HDMI cable. I forgot about that.
That makes sense. Yeah. No, I'm doing that.
Yeah, it's a smart.
Because the hotel TVs never have anything good on them.
The last hotel I stayed in, like last week, some random person's Netflix was logged into the TV.
Oh, did they not log out? Oh, idiots. Oh, you had one job.
So obviously we had to go in and like judge what they were binging.
Course, yeah, what were they binging?
I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so it was respectable.
Oh, okay, no, yeah, I respect that. I've already just finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine again as well. Yeah. It's a good show, definitely. But why? Don't leave your Netflix logged in. There's one thing I'm making sure that you right, log that out.
See, I don't even log in because I'm like...
No, exactly. I mean, I've never used it.
Connect the iPad up to the TV with HDMI cable. Does a USB-C hub count as a charging cable because it has charging capabilities? It's like a pass-through charging thing.
USB-C hub?
Yeah.
Has a cable coming out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
It's a charging cable.
14. Yeah, 14. Right, there we go, 14. But it's going to keep going up. We're going to get to 21 eventually. You're going to go, oh, wait, actually, I've got this as well. I've got this cable from the 1930s. It's a vintage.
It's an excellent. It's like, hey, Ethan, can I borrow a cable? No. What kind of cable are you? I've got this really good. It's a white Apple USB-A to lightning cable. It's immaculate. It's from the iPhone 5S. It's absolutely darling.
It only works with that model.
So yes, and you have to wrap it around 4 times.
Oh god, it's one of those. Oh god, I do not miss that at all.
What, about breaking cables?
Yeah, god, that was awful.
So, a quick, because we had too many detours, so this will be sort of quickish. We could maybe do do more in depth than this in the. Yeah,
if you guys want a bit more in depth of this subject we're going to bring up now, do let us know. So we shall provide.
Yeah, we shall provide. So it's kind of what equipment we're using right now to record the podcast and what we're going to do in the future to let us do it, because then obviously if I can do it from home, it gives us a lot more time. We can put a lot more effort.
Also means we can do it on other days other than Sunday. Any day we're both free, we can just do it.
Just churn them out.
That means we can get ahead as well, which makes things a lot easier.
Yeah. So Jay, do you want to take, because this is kind of your area of expertise? I'm just the beautiful face that everyone looks at.
I'm the tech monkey apparently. So currently, microphone wise, we're using a Scarlett Solo Studio 3rd Gen.
But we're using it dual purpose.
We are indeed, yeah, which isn't ideal, but as we said, in the future, hopefully Ethan shall be getting a good podcast microphone so we can do it from home.
Yeah.
And it'll make things a bit easier.
Now, because I'm lazy, just to let you know, the podcast mic I'm going for is a USB mic. The Rode Podcaster should be decent quality for USB.
It is.
But for USB, and I can't be bothered with.
It's surprisingly good quality because we use them in work. For those who don't know, I work for a media company, so audio quality, camera quality is a big thing, and I've learned a lot about it working there. We use them for our flagship show, and they're brilliant. But I never knew it was just a USB. It's USB 1 as well. Woo-hoo! Yeah, it's USB 1. Whenever I pulled the newest one out of the box and went, huh? I went, Justin, what do we plug this into? He was like, the PC. I said, well, yeah, congratulations.
Such a Justin answer.
I was like, yeah, congratulations, good job. But they are very good quality. That's why I always recommend them. Yeah. And they're cheaper than the Scarlett Studio, which comes with box and everything. But you don't need that with a podcaster.
Yeah.
So it's very impressive what they've done.
I can't be bothered with the extra wires.
Yeah, it is a bit of a mess. It does become a bit of a mess with the box and stuff.
Yeah, so in terms... Sorry, I did a detour there.
You did? My God. I thought I was a deterree.
No, it's your turn to talk now, so I get a deterree.
We're using the Scarlett Studio Solo Studio Gen 3. So that comes with microphone. It comes with a input box, which is where you can monitor everything. You can change the gain. You can change denoise and stuff like that. And you can also monitor your sound straight through input, so there's no lag, like there would be in what we're currently using, Audacity. So speaking of that, we use Audacity, which is basically just a recording software, but for sound only. Yeah. So it's a bit better than, say, OBS, which is for video and sound. This is a bit more proper podcast, sort of sound quality stuff. So we use Audacity, which you can get on, I think you can even get it on phones. Not sure about that. I'll put in a disclaimer for that. But I know you can get it on PC. You can get it Windows, iOS, Linux, everything.
Linux, that's very important.
Damn right, yeah. A lot of people use Linux, probably. I don't know. I've never met a person who uses Linux because I have normal friends.
No, you don't.
No, you're right. But yeah, apart from that, that's all the real software and hardware we use. Obviously, there's my PC, which we record from, but that's it.
That could be an issue, actually, because there's a lot of little factors that comes into sound quality. For example, my two ginormous 250mm fans picked up.
That's very true. My PC is a lot quieter than yours is.
Yeah, how will we get past that? Like, what are some tips to get past wee things like that?
For your specific purpose,
record in a different room.
Yes. If you could do it on the other side of the room, that would be fantastic. However, you will not, because as you've said before, you're lazy.
How dare you?
Just using your own words. For that specific thing, there's not much we can do, to be honest. Your PC's still plenty quiet anyway.
Yeah.
It shouldn't pick it up very much, but it will still be a little thing in the background. The software I use to edit things, Premiere Pro, that has a effect called denoise, which cuts out background noise and basically brings voice or whatever you tell it to the forefront.
Yeah.
So that should cut basically all of that out.
Oh.
So there is actually quite a bit of background noise in my room. It's definitely not it's not a studio. So denoise, from what you're hearing right now, edited, is actually a lot cleaner than what it would sound like without denoise.
For us.
Yeah, for us, yeah. Yeah. So Premiere
There's
Pro.
that chicken in the corner over there.
Yeah, don't worry about him. There's the couple of gunshots in the background. That's every 5 minutes or so. But you don't want to have to worry about this. So yeah, Premiere Pro has a lot of nice tools that really do help when it comes to the edit. That just completely stop annoying things, which is quite handy.
And even small things like drawing the curtains to sort of sound dampen, face away from a monitor or a wall so that your voice doesn't bounce back. Yeah, so whenever I got this Solo Studio, I think it was 2 years ago now I got it. I also bought a bunch of the soundproofing foam that musicians and stuff use for their studios to stop the bounce of noise, because you can hear the bounce of noise in microphones quite easily, especially if you have an echoey room. If you have an echoey room, it is blatantly obvious that you do. So I also have a friend called John. Well, we have a friend called John who used to be an audio technician. I don't think you would class me as a friend. Probably not, no. But he's my friend. Has he told you this? Yes, he has. He said, I am your friend. I think I'm the only friend he has. I don't think Justin counts anymore. I didn't know he had friends. I didn't know he could make them. I thought he was a cat. I thought he had people he tolerated. You're detouring me again. Sorry. You can do it to me. But yeah, I talked to him before we started the podcast. I talked to him and we're like, hey, here's a current recording of my room. How can I improve it? He said, it sounds fine. The problem is there's a little bit of bounce from the walls because I have basically brick walls. So I put a bit more foam up, which stopped it a bit. And he was like, draw the curtains and put up, if you have any spare bed sheets, put them up on the walls. Because that's actually what we use in the studio is bed sheets. Oh, that's actually quite interesting. Yeah, so it's actually a really good and pretty cheap way, if you don't want to buy studio quality foam, which can be very expensive. Very expensive. You could spend a couple £100 easily. Easily. I think what I currently have up here, Ethan, is about 80 quid's worth. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not cheap stuff. But if you can get cheap bed sheets, they work amazingly. So they do. They really dampen audio, and it's very nice. It stops bounce dead. So it's really good. He said, close the curtains, close the windows. If you have any spare bed sheets, put them up on the walls right over the foam, and it should be dead. Which is what you want. You don't want, with sound, you don't want it to bounce. You want it to stop.
Yeah.
If sound starts to bounce, it starts to basically ricochet off of walls and off the roof and stuff, and the microphone will pick that up if you're using a good quality microphone, which we are. So he said, make sure it's dead. Stop it. Just as soon as you say a word, dead.
Yeah.
No echo, no nothing. So yeah, it was interesting talking to him about sound quality and stuff, and how to improve it, even though we're just in a bedroom.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's with sound quality, there's a lot of little things you've got to consider whenever you are setting things up. Tiny little things that make all the difference.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to everyone's listening pleasure.
Yeah. Of course, if you're just talking to people like over Discord or whatever, it doesn't really matter as much. But, it's interesting to know, because I do find it quite interesting, even though, for me personally, what was more important when I bought my current mic was Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Which is very bad for audio. But I like to walk when I talk, so...
Yes, you do. You very much do.
Yeah. So with that, we'll draw to a conclusion this episode. Exciting episode. Talking about bouncing sound.
Yes.
Of the Technically Speaking podcast. If you want to find more for us, or looking, maybe, because I have a couple of the gadgets that I do use when I travel, post it on the Instagram and what I'm calling spotlights now.
Oh,
I've named it now.
Oh,
yeah, because I'm not just doing them anymore. I'm doing a bunch of stuff like phone photography and stuff.
Very nice.
You can find that down below. You can find all of Shay's gaming, where you can see him use this mic by himself.
Exactly, yeah. It sounds much worse.
All the gear and no idea.
Nah. I'm using that.
You can find him down in the link below, but apart from that, anything to add?
No, I don't think so. I think it was a very, very pleasurable episode.
Yeah.
But I think we might be a bit of a long one.
Could be. You might have to watch us over your 15-minute and your hour break.
I know.
In work, because we all know that's why we release it at 12 o'clock.
No one's going to watch to the end. Let's be honest.
We could do one of those. If you watch to the end, comment chicken down below.
No. Comment Fortnite down below. I win 100 V-Bucks. No, don't do that.
Or do, it's good for the algorithm. See ya.
Bye.